Hey guys, so we are talking about biographies. So y'all just listened to the story called Magic Trash about Tyree Guyton. And so remember we said a biography is when someone has written about someone has written is a personal story that someone else has written about a person. So remember, the author is not the person in the story. They're talking about someone else and they're writing about their life. So a lot of the things are everything in there are facts, they're true, they happen, and sometimes they are written in like a story-like format. So today we're going to look at the book Odd Boy Out. This is the book we read yesterday. And we're going to talk about how the author puts facts into the story and why the author, because they don't tell you everything about that person. They pick the most important things that they feel like are important facts. So we're going to look at some facts and think about, why do we think the author wrote that in the story? Okay. So we're going to look at page 4. And it says, Albert grows and soon it is time for him to coo and babble and make cute words, but he says nothing. His family frets and waits and frets and waits. Is Albert well? Finally he talks, and when he does, he can be clever and sharp. When he is nearly 3, his parents promise Albert a surprise and he expects a toy, but instead they present him with a baby sister. He says, "Where are the wheels?" He thought it was going to be a toy. So what does the author choose to write about Albert in this part of the book? So what is the author choosing to write about? I want you to think about that. Just think about what I read and what fact are they choosing to write about? So the author decided to write about how Albert did not speak when he was a child. So very early on in his life, he didn't talk. It talks about how it was time for him to cool and babble and make cute words, but he said nothing. Okay, so that is the fact that the author wanted to make sure they added into the book so that we knew about Albert. So Albert did not talk as early as other children. I'm going to write that on my chart under facts. Albert did not talk as early as other children did. Okay. So why do we feel like that's important? So why do you think Don Brown decided to include that fact about Albert talking, that he was a late talker? He talked at a later age than what most kids did. So let's think about that. And I'm going to keep reading. So finally he talks. And when he does, he can be clever and sharp. So, the author put that in there so you can realize that, guys, that just because he was a late talker doesn't mean that he wasn't smart. Because when he finally did start talking, clever. Another word for clever is smart. He was saying really smart things, so they weren't expecting him to be clever and sharp like that. They were thinking, oh, he didn't talk at an early age, so he's not that he wasn't going to be smart, but he probably wasn't going to know a lot of things like he does. So the author wants you to know that you do not need to talk early to be smart. You do not need to talk early to be smart. Okay, so let's look at some more stuff and see what other facts the author put in there. A simple compass, a gift from his father, astonished Albert. He turns it, tilts it, tips it, and yet the gadget needle always points north. What hidden thing makes it work, he wonders. So let's think about the fact. What fact did Don Brown include, and why might he have decided to include this fact? So let's kind of think about it. So he gets this compass. So what do you notice about the fact on this page, and why do you think Don Brown included these facts? So Albert wonders how a compass worked. Okay, so that's our fact. He's wondering how this compass works. Because he was curious. He was wondering, why does it always point north? And so why is this fact important? Because he has curiosity about how things work, which is important for a scientist. So he's a scientist, so it's important to be curious about things. So he has curiosity. Make sure I spell curiosity because that's kind of a big word. About how things work. Which is important for a scientist. Okay. And let's look at one more page. He starts school. Among his classmates, he is an odd boy. The others love to play ball. Albert does not like sports. So what fact do you think Don Brown is trying to tell us about Albert? So the fact she told us was Albert did not like to play sports like the other boys. So Albert did not like to play sports like the other boys. And then why is this fact important for us? Is because he had other interests and was different from other kids his age. So kids have different interests, guys. We don't all have to like the same thing. So that was something that's important for us, that the author wanted us to realize, that not everybody has to like the same thing. It's okay. And he didn't like the same things as the other boys, but that didn't make him any different from the other ones. So he had other interests and was different from the others. Okay. So, the thing that I want you to understand today, guys, is the authors includes facts about the person's life. So in a biography, everything that is in the story that the author has written is a fact. So the author includes facts about the person's life. Okay. So I'm going to give you a small paragraph for you to read, and I want you to tell me 3 facts about the person that you read, right?